Now connected to Requel's iPhone.
Who is Requel? Alexa, my name is Raquel.
You're Requel, right?
No, I'm Raquel. It's definitely wintertime. Yeah, we're in the thick of it, y'all. We're in the thick of winter, for sure. Look how high yellow. Oh my gosh. I'm blending in to my walls back there. That's really crazy. That's actually really crazy. Well, hello, how is everybody? So today we're doing my first ever work from home vlog. It's bright and early, and actually you're getting this side of me and I have not even had any coffee. Today I actually filmed a work from home video a long time ago. It was like a year and a half ago, and I ended up privating that video. I don't know why, because I rewatched it and I was like, this was a really good vlog. It was very chill and down to earth, and that's pretty much how my days are when I'm working from home. So I don't know why I decided to delete it. I don't know, I felt kind of weird about it. But we're back and we're filming. So I typically start my day off at 8 o'clock when working from home, give or take, sometimes a little bit before that or a little bit after that if the bus comes late. But typically from day to day, my day starts at 8 o'clock. I cannot wait for the summertime so I can start earlier, so I can get off work earlier, you know what I'm saying? What I'm just doing now is just going into my Teams. I'm checking our messages. We typically just say good morning to each other just to let each other know that we are online. If they have any questions, they can reach out. I'm checking to see my emails, also seeing if anything came in throughout the night. And also I'm checking my calendar through Outlook just to see if I have any meetings. I feel like, was there a meeting scheduled this week? I feel like there was a meeting scheduled this week. We've been having tons of meetings. We're getting new people to join the team, which is great. We're working with our process engineers just to see what we can do to make our team a little bit more efficient, and seeing if there's any other ways in our workflow just to make things run a little bit smoother. I've been in this position for a little bit over 2 years now, and I still love it. When I started, it was not a hybrid position. It was actually in office 5 days a week, regular working schedule. But it was structured just like any other corporate jobs where it's Monday through Friday. There's no weekends. We celebrate the major holidays and everything. So it's great. When I'm realizing it's not really structured for everybody, a lot of nurses actually do like working at least 10s and better yet 12s. So that's one thing to consider if you're going to the corporate realm or you're thinking about switching to more of the non-traditional, I guess, side of nursing. You will probably be working at least 4 10s, if not working every single day of the week. But like I said, I like the fact that it's not, I don't have to work a night shift. I don't have to work 12s. It just wouldn't be conducive to my particular lifestyle. And I like having all the major holidays off and not working the weekends. I think it's really good. When I graduated, I knew I would start at the bottom of the seniority, and I knew, since that would be the fact, that I would get probably the worst shift starting off. So that's why I chose this one. So right now I'm just going into my list and seeing how I need to structure my day. What we have are called referrals. So sometimes our other nurses that work in the building, whether it's our case managers or it's other UR nurses or even pre-cert nurses, any of the nurses in the building can refer cases to us to take a look at. So it looks like I have a couple in here that I just need to take a look at. And so I do those first. I'm just going to open up their case and go into their clinical documentation. I'm going into the notes and I'm going into the claims, and I just am trying to get a clear understanding of exactly what's going on with this member so that I can write up a report, and we give that to our clients. And the bulk of what we do is just putting it into layman's terms, giving them a clear understanding of exactly what is going on with this member, so that just in case they need to initiate what's called stop loss. Stop loss is just their insurance on their insurance policy. So for instance, NICU babies are traditionally very, very costly. Those typically go over $100,000, and sometimes these plans need to initiate their insurance on top of that insurance policy, which is called stop loss. So it's our job to be in between nursing and business, just to let them know, hey, this has been identified as high cost, meaning over $100,000. Let them know exactly what's going on, and then from there they can make that determination. So that is what I am doing now. Just getting my referrals and taking a look. So we're just giving them an ideal report, so ultimately they don't go bankrupt. But that means that we have a high caseload and are continuously busy. So I'm going to work and chat. This is the beauty of editing, post-production. So I'll probably pause a lot, but cut those pauses out when I need to focus and find the information that I need from here. But I do have a full video explaining exactly the details of my job. I try to get to as many comments as I can regarding it. And I know I just went through it just a tad bit, but to go a bit further, what I do is just high cost reporting for members that might cost that plan over $100,000. So what I'm doing is just identifying those cases that might cost that plan a lot of money. Traumatic events, so like motor vehicle accidents, probably will be high cost. Extended inpatient stays for over a week, 10 days will probably be high cost. As I said earlier, those NICU babies probably will also be high cost. And mental health, especially if that's a minor and they have multiple inpatient, outpatient treatments, then that'll probably also be high cost. End-stage renal disease, any type of transplant, cancer, radiation, those back surgeries, those spinal surgeries specifically, the hip replacement surgery, especially if those are bilateral, those are typically either almost $100,000 or they're hitting that $100,000 marker. So all day, every day, I'm just living in the clinical documentation. I'm living in the nurse's notes, I'm living in the authorizations, and I'm living in the claims to collect the information that I need to put it in a concise report. I like it also because even though I'm working from home and I'm doing a desk job, or however you want to put it, or I'm working at the office and everything, it does feel different because there's thousands of different scenarios and cases and nuanced things that happen to people that are considered high cost. So I don't feel myself getting bored. It is, as far as collecting the data, that pretty much stays the same, but all the data obviously is different. So I don't feel myself getting burnt out or getting bored because I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. Lo-fi music has been my go-to. It's super calming, or podcasts or books, and just having that kind of helps the day. I love the work-life balance. That's one thing I prayed about. So make sure that you're very specific with God when you are praying to Him. And also don't treat God like a magic genie either, because that's not the point either. One thing I've always prayed before praying is just to pray, God, align my heart with yours, for one. Just make sure I'm right before you and that I'm not going after anything in my own selfish desire, for one. And then for two, one thing I just prayed about is, God, I just never want to wake up every day and regret a job that I'm going to. Even in my early 20s when I was working for a bank, and I was just like, I was working corporate for a bank, and I hated it. I was in collections for people's checking and savings accounts, and everybody has a checking and savings account. Everybody needs one for, you know, to deposit their checks in there. So everybody has one, and it was a huge bank. I was just getting cussed out. I hated the hours. I never got to see my son. This is before my daughter. He was young, and I felt like I wasn't raising him because I was working 12 to 8. I was anxious all the time, but in my head, I was like, wow, people that work here, they've made it in life. And that was just me being young and inexperienced. And I was like 19, 20 when I started working there. So that's one thing my mom said. She's like, they're not the only people that are hiring. And that's just when I praised God, because I was miserable for the 2 years that I worked there. I remember distinctly praying. And I think God brings it back to my memory just to remind me that he is true to his words. And God honored that prayer. Like, I don't wake up and dread anything. Like, a job is a job, and nothing obviously is perfect in life, but I think this is the most perfect position, exactly what I've been looking for. I'm able to support my kids. They give really, really good vacation time. It's not unlimited, but I actually have vacation time, and it's way more than 2 weeks, and also I can take it. And I know a lot of times when you're working as a nurse, it's really hard unless you have coverage to find somebody to work the hours that you need them to work, and it's a whole thing. So I'm able to support my kids, I'm able to take vacations, I'm able to pay for the things that we need to pay for. I'm not a millionaire, but we're good. We're good, and I am so thankful for that. And the job that I do is not extremely emotionally taxing where I can't give any of myself after work. I'm glad that I'm able to just shut my laptop for the day, after the day, and continue on with my life. Like, I actually have a life outside of work, so that's what I like about it. Am getting a tad bit thirsty and hungry, but I don't know, I've been doing oatmeal like every single day, and I'm kind of over it, just to be honest. Not every single day, but often for breakfast, because it's super simple, and I actually find it to be delicious, but I'm a little over it. I think I have so many eggs. I think I want some hard-boiled eggs, or I know exactly what to do. Okay, I'm taking a quick 15-minute break. I've been working for about 2.5 hours at this point, and I am so hungry. So what I went ahead and did is I got these baking pan, these muffin trays from the Dollar Tree, and I saw this hack on TikTok where you can actually bend that tray and you can get them popped out, and you can actually cook your eggs in the air fryer, and they turn out really, really good. So I'm just putting these in my air fryer silicone insert right here, and I'm getting my eggs. Simple girl here. I like lemon pepper, extra pepper, dash of onion, and a little bit of salt. I'm actually gonna put my camera down so I can put the salt. You know, we want to stay around for as long as possible, so I'm just doing a pinch of salt in each, not too much. And then we're going to pop this into the air fryer for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to check it and see if it's ready to come out. Not a Stanley, but I understand the hype. I just can't imagine leaving the house with this. It's so heavy, and trying to lug it around on my wrist. I'm gonna injure myself with this thing. I don't want to turn around, so I'm gonna drink it weird like this so you guys can't see the logo. I don't want anybody to know where she works, obviously, privacy. But I understand the hype. I feel like I do gulp up a lot of water with this thing. I can't wait to eat. Okay, so this is my breakfast, very hearty. When I'm thinking about breakfast, I want hearty things for breakfast. Like, I'm a steak and eggs type of girl in the morning. So anyways, what I have is my 2 eggs. I have 2 pieces of bacon that I just split in half. So it looks like 4, but it's only 2 pieces of bacon. and I have my hash brown over here. I had a mango, but I didn't have the time to go through the motions of doing that. But if I had some like strawberries or something like that, I would have put that in here. I took this egg out of its circular container, its muffin dish, if you will, but this is kind of how it is. Outside of that, I like to fry mine hard, or cook mine hard, so that's what I don't want anything running out of my egg. If I had thought about it, I had spinach, so I could have added spinach. If you have peppers, you can add that. You can add cheese. You can add whatever to these egg bites. So delicious, but they look nice and seasoned. Lemon pepper tastes so good on those eggs. Yum. This bacon is good. So the last time I did this work from home video, I was saying that we had a desktop, and obviously that has changed since then. They did give us a laptop, which is excellent. I actually still have, they allowed us to keep the desktop. So if I wanted to, I can connect and have the dual screens, which at home, I typically just connect it to my laptop. I do have an office space in this house, but like I said previously, when I first started working there, it was not a work from home situation. So when we moved into this house, I already designated the office space to be Ava's playroom, and it's just right outside this door right here. It's a perfect space just for a desk and a computer and a chair. And I just renovated that into her playroom. So that's just what it is right now. And that girl, she has so much. And so I don't want to take that space from her. And that's why I just have created my room to be the office room, which is fine. The Trader Joe's hash browns, definitely worth the hype. Woo, I'm getting cold. My electric blanket, my emotional support blanket for sure. Now that that's complete, I'm just going into my other things to do list and seeing all the other cases assigned to me. And there are quite a few assigned to me. I like to kind of drown out my own thoughts with either a podcast, listening to an audiobook, or having lo-fi music. I don't necessarily like to listen to any other type of music other than lo-fi while I'm working. I feel it's a huge distraction from the job, which is interesting because I don't feel like books are a distraction or podcasts are a distraction. I think it's the beat sometimes with just regular music that might just have me in my own thoughts. So I just like to stick with those three. Okay, so let me show you some of the books that I'm reading right now. I'm really excited about this because the Kerry Washington Thicker Than Water. I've been loving listening to memoirs, so I'm really excited to listen to Kerry Washington. So I'll probably start that one now. Need my calculator now. How much is hitting things? Hey you guys, it is now lunchtime. I'm not gonna lie, I just tried to take a nap and I just could not go to sleep. My smoke detector was just going off, and I swear that just started today. Of course it would choose to do it today. So it's somewhere upstairs. So I need my coffee. So I'm about to make coffee and some lunch because I am getting hungry. Even though I had a big breakfast. So I think I'm gonna have something simple and I'll show you guys what exactly I'm making. Okay, so you want these little non-dippers for this. Probably make like 5 of these. Gonna spray it down just a little bit. And I have some marinara sauce. The kids love this too. This is a great snack, a great snack. So we're making mini pizzas, essentially. So I've learned not to put a lot of marinara because it'll make the bread soggy otherwise. Garlic, minced garlic, I think tastes the best with this for the garlicky taste, but I'm running out of that, so I'm just gonna use garlic powder and onion powder. And spread that on there. Got mozzarella cheese, sprinkle that on there. We have some turkey pepperonis. Okay, we're gonna pop these in the air fryer on 375. I'm gonna check it after 4 minutes to see if it's crispy enough, and then we'll go from there. Next, let's make some coffee. I cannot believe I have not drank my coffee all day yet. It's past noon. I'm feeling it. I'm tired. That's why I was about to take a nap on my lunch break, but I was like, I can't sleep because of this beeping, because my smoke alarm was to run out of the battery today while I'm trying to film and go to sleep. So anyways, I'm just doing instant coffee. This has been my go-to. I have pods and everything. I don't know. You take some instant coffee, you put some water in that. That might be too much water, to be honest. A lot going on. Going to add just a little bit of sugar because this is a little bitter, but I am going to add oat milk and creamer in it, so it's going to sweeten it up that way too. If you have a whisk, use your whisk. Mine died yesterday, fell into the dishwashing water, and now I gotta get another one. Kind of really upset about that, but what do you do? Vanilla oat creamer, not too shabby. Got it from Aldi. I think it tastes better than the Trader Joe's one. And then some cinnamon. Here it is. It's not as pretty as I would like it. It's not as frothy as I would like it, but it's about to have to do because I am tired. I needed to wake me up. Here are my bites. Sorry I didn't plate it for you. It made it look pretty, but it's perfect. It's not too doughy, not too crispy. Right in the middle, just like I like it, and it's about to taste so freaking delicious. What time was the appointment? What's the name?
11.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
I went to, and then I did leave after early because the freaking street had construction and they had cut it all down to go up there. It was like I freaking hate downtown. I hate downtown.
Hate it so much.
It's like,
because it's like a one, you have to find the one way, you have to make circles, you have to play geometry to get anywhere.
It was so annoying. It was so annoying.
So annoying. Hey you guys, it's been several hours later. I still am working. I still have about 2.5 hours, so it's 2 o'clock now. So I'm just continuing on through the meat of my day. I definitely feel a lot better now that I drank my coffee. I'm a lot less lethargic. I'm just going through the different cases and everything, so just pulling out important information so that I can create my reports, and I just continue on. My workday is over. Hopefully I was able to provide some insights on exactly how my days are structured. Obviously they're different from day to day, but that was just how my day went down today. Bye.